Hi everyone, I hope you are doing great. We are going to create a great thing today. In the previous lessons, we tried to create something amazing in the paper. I think we are trying to try a deep crack. But today I'm going to put a stop on that and I'm going to create a Leitner Box. I hope you know what Leitner Box is. If you don't know, let's just search for it. But I'm going to create a Leitner Box for your PC, Leitner Box for learning. This is one of the good learning things for learning English and other things. This is something like this. I hope you are seeing that or not. But let's try to create that. It's going to be easy and we are going to create that. Okay, at first, let's go and start the project. For starting the project, we are going to open ChatGPT and Gemini. And for that, we are going to open our Anaconda, activate TensorFlow EMV. This is a work that you need to have in your life. It's the application with a lively usage and it's very useful. So because of that, I think it's worth to take a time and create that. Okay, let's close that thing and close that thing. Now our notebook is going to be open. I want to create an app for Leitner usage of Leitner Box. Can you name my project for GitHub? Okay, let's just wait. This project is going to be harder than you think because we are going to use our drive also, and by using Google Drive we are going to make it to work great. Okay, let's see if it's working. Yes, it's working. That's a nice one. I'm going with that. Okay, now we need to open our GitHub and we need to create a new repository. Lightbox, not descriptions. Okay, none. Git ignore none. License, we go with MIT as always. And create repository project. Okay, let's create that. Let's see our repository. It's here. Okay, we have it. Now here, we need to create 3 things for our project. I want to ask Gemini, can you give me the steps of creating Leitner Box for Windows in Python? Okay, we are just going to wait. Project, create a main file, planning and app structure. Okay, it's giving me some options to how to create that, but I'm going to create that from a basic parts. Okay, let's start that. At first, for Leitner Box, it's important we know the date. Okay, so we need a program, write the code to give me today's date in Python. We need the app to give us today's date because it's very important if we have today's date. Why it's working like this, I can't understand. Let me refresh this site. We go here, go to our project file. Sorry for a days I'm not uploading video because I'm studying for IELTS exam and it takes most of my time. But now I'm here, more powerful than before. Let's go to project, Lightbox. Let's create a new folder. Here, put our new notebook. I'm going to name the new folder lab. Okay, we are here. Let's run it and getting time, but we need to modify that because it's written to return data string, not give us data string. So because of that, I'm going to delete that. Return date string and run it. Okay, it's going to return the date, the today's date, and as you can see here, it's right. Okay, now we have today's date. What we need to do, we need to have some jumps. For example, a Leitner box is a box that tell you which day you need to read a thing. For example, we need to read a thing 2 days after that, 4 days, 8 days, 16 days, 32, 64, 128. And I think it's enough because more than that, I also put 356 and it's for, let's say, it's going to go always 356 and a lot more of that. So for that, let's say we need a list to contain these numbers. These numbers are going to be the main numbers of our project because we are going to use them as a job. Okay, it's done. Let me make it a list. This is the dates that our data is going to repeat in this date. Repeat date, let's name it repeat date. Okay, it's a list that's showing that the which date our data is going to repeat. Okay, let me copy that. Add this days list to the code and give me a list of the dates after today's date with some of these days. For example, if today is 15th, the first date is 17th, the next is 17th 21. Okay, let's give it the code. Let me just up until now comment it. Getting today's date. Okay, we commit that. Let's see what code it's going to give me. Copy that. Run it. Okay, 25. Okay, 31. 8 days is wrong. It's 4. And 16 days is right. Is not right. Okay. For that, do you see the problem? If you see the problem is that it's going to calculate the days from the first day, but we don't need that. So how we can change that? It's very easy. We need to use a trick. we need to change this list ourselves. We put it 6. We need to put the sum of each in a space. Let's start doing that. Okay, 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 8 is 14, plus 8 plus 16 is 30, plus 46 is 94, plus 128 is 222, plus 365 578, and plus 355 934. Some of you may ask why I'm using 356. It's a number that I decided. You can choose any other number you want. 129. Okay, we create that. Now if we do that, you see 29, the 4 days is going to be 4 days after that, 8 days after that, 16 days after that. It's right. Okay, we create that, but the problem here is that it's not returning us the list. It's giving us the print. So we just simply need to change that to return list, but not for now. For now it's okay. Let me just make it bigger. And let me make this markdown. Create a code to calculate the repeated days. Okay, now we have the repeated days. Now we are going to go after, for example, let's say we have a file A and it's going to repeat it 2 days, 4 days, 6 days, 8 days, and up until the days we have. So how we can create that? That's a nice question. So we need to input a file in our Python file. So let's ask ChatGPT how write a code in Python to input, get a file as input, text, picture, or PDF. We need to give it some input. That's the important part. Okay, it gave us the code. Install all browsers, a file selection windows opens. Okay, let's run it and see it. Run it. We have all the libraries. I think, yes, I have them. Let's see if the Windows is opening or not. I hope it's open. Let's just wait a little. This project is going to be one of the hardest projects that we ever created. Okay, it's taking forever. Oh no, it's opened. Now we can add our file. Let's go to desktop. For example, this picture. Okay. Can you change the code to save the file in a variable name file? Okay, it's going to update that. Let's copy the code. Okay, file, load file, and now it can save the file. Now let me run it. Okay, it's here. Now let me just print file and see what we get. Okay, we got our picture and it's great. So now we have a code that can get a file. Let's name it here. A code for getting a file. Let me make it markdown. I'm going to commit everything here. Now we have a little problem. Let me ask ChatGPT, does this code work? Let's check. Why ask? Some of you may be similar with Google Colab. It's a space for running your Python code. Okay, let's open a notebook. I want to run this code on my drive so I can access that from the phone and from the PC. So let's create a new notebook here, and I want to ask ChatGPT something. Okay, let's copy this code, paste it here. Let's run it. Until then, let me ask another thing from Gemini. Okay, I think it's going to work, but with a lot of problems. We need to install each of them. So let's not install them now. I'm going to do some tricks. Can I change my Python code to an Android app, and how? Okay, I think I now can change my code to an Android app. So let's try with this. Make this Android app. Let's see how we can make this an Android app. Okay, let's install the libraries. It's going to show us some way so we can make it an Android app. But you see, for that to become an Android app, it's better to write it with another languages, and I agree with that. So why use Android app when you can run it on your system? Let's see, we need to make this Google Colab, right? Pip pipe. Okay, let's add a code pipe install. We need to install the needing libraries to our Google Colab. You think I'm agree with you, this session is going to be a little unthinkable, but we are going to fix that. Okay, no display name environment variable. What is the problem? Can you change the code so import all the files in one new folder? It's better because maybe in one day you need to add more than one file. Let's see what it's going to give us. Okay, let me copy that. What is the problem again? Okay, you see the problem here is that when you want to write a code online or in your Google space, you have these problems and you can't fix them easily. So let's try to fix that by asking fix the problem. Okay, it's going to fix the problem. Let's copy that, paste it. Okay, enter the full path, folder path. It's asking for the folder path. Where is it asking for the folder path? Enter the folder path. It's here, .strip. I'm going to get the folder path here to that code, but just for now, let's continue the code on our here. Okay, we can give us the space. Let's, for example, give our desktop. Okay, all files copied to imported file folders. Where is imported file folders? Here, it creates a folder with them. So it's working great. It can create a file and it can copy them. It's the thing we wanted now. We can create a file and copy them. So that's good for us. Now we need to make it more better with some changes. Now we are getting a part of our project, part by part, but not the complete part. So for that, we need first to can get a file from our project, and after that we need to paste them in the folders with the dates. We need to create a list, so have the date of each folder and tag them. It's going to be hard for you to understand, but we are going to make it easy. So now we have two files in our folder. Let's paste it. We have the file. Now what I want to do, I want to copy these files in these dates that we have. I want to make these two things a one code. So let's start that. I'm not going to need that. Now I'm going to combine this by this. For that, I'm going to create a new notebook and I'm going to call it project. Getting the code to import files. Okay, we have it. Now we are going to combine these two. At first, let's copy that. It's a code that gave us the time. Okay, but we need to get the dates only. The days is important. Yes, it's better to have the days and dates. So how we are going to give them? It's easy. We are going to just write here. For this, I'm going to delete that and write return. Where my mouse gone? Here, I'm going to write return, and I'm going to delete this and this, and everything we want is ready. Let's run it. Okay, it's giving us one of them only, but we want a list of all of them. So we just ask the Gemini to fix that problem. Can you change this code to give us a list of days and a list of dates? Python list. Okay, wait for that. Okay, let's copy that, run it. List of the day, list of the things. Okay, we have both lists. We don't need print. We have day list and date list. Now we need to create a new folder for each date list. Okay, we need to create a new folder for each date list. That's a function we need. Add a code to create a new folder with each date in this list in a folder, and also before creating, check that the folder is empty or full. You see, this thing is going to have a problem because every time it's going to create a new folder, it's going to create a contrast. So I'm going to change the code to a new code. What I want, create a Python code to create a new folder from today's date in this name format till 2000 days. No, 2000, it's a lot. Till 500 folder. Okay, we are going to create a new folder with the date of today till to 500 date again. But before that, running that code, it's going to be tricky. So let's run it. But before running that, okay, let's run it. Dated folders. We have all the dates that we want. 2026 and 2007. Okay, we have everything. Now we have everything, I think. Let's see. Okay, this is the code that's going to run once time at first and not another time. Let's go to project and I'm going to paste it in the up. Creating 500 new folder. Let's copy that Save that and comment everything. We comment everything. Now we have 500 folder. What's important is that we are going to name here a new project, and we are going to name here loop. Why loop? Because these things in that loop is going to run every time the program is running. So every time we run the program and add a new data, this thing is going to running. What is going to be in this thing? It's going to create a new date on the last date. Let me copy that and try to fix that. Num folder 500, okay. I'm going to ask Gemini. Change this code to create 501 days after. No, let me see something. It's going to create a date from today or from that day that he given. Oh, it's creating date from today. It's nice. There. Create a folder, just one, for 501 days after today. Okay, it's just going to create a 1 day for 501 days, and at first check if the folder is available. Don't create again. Okay, it's a good thing to check. Let me copy that, run it. Let's go to the last. It's not 501, why? Today is okay, 501 days, 225, 312. Let's go and see. We don't have it here. Why we don't have it here? Where it created that? Oh, future dated folder. Where is the future dated folder? Here it's a future dated folder, and here is untitled folder. Oh, we created something wrong. Why is the loop project and untitled are here, and we have untitled folder here? I don't understand. Okay, let's go by lab. I'm going to delete that, but at first we have untitled project here and project here. Let's see the project. Its project is in desktop project lab. Okay, so when we create this, where it's going to create the folders? Let's run it again. Date folders. Okay, we have dated folders here. Now I'm going to rename that. Here in the loop, I'm going to change the folder path to date folder. Let's see where I can change the name. Here. Run it. Okay. Folder already exists. It's nice code. I nailed it. Now, name it creating a folder each day. Let me paste it here. Comment that. Now we have our loop also and a project with 500 folder. Now we need to do another thing. The calculate date and time that we have is going to be the dates that our project put into. but we are going to do the next part in the next video. Until then, I hope all of you have a nice time.